European judges have dealt a significant blow to Britain's hopes of a data deal with Brussels after Brexit. The European Court of Justice ruled that mass surveillance of phone and internet data is against EU law. This means the UK's mass data retention regime is contrary to the bloc's law, which puts in doubt any adequacy decision ahead of the country's exit from the single market. Britain will now have to explore international fallbacks to ensure data can be shared back and forth with the EU. It also means France and other EU countries will see the powers of their spy agencies significantly curbed. The ECJ said, the Court of Justice confirms that EU law precludes national legislation requiring a provider of electronic communication services to carry out the general and indiscriminate transmission or retention of traffic data and location data for the purpose of combating crime in general or of safeguarding national security. Member States and the European Commission had argued that data retention should not be covered by EU law because of its link to national security. The Luxembourg-based court decided that EU capitals could retain huge amounts of data in situations where a member state is facing a serious threat to national security, but this would be limited in time. Its judges also claimed derogations could be provided for the targeted retention of that data when combating serious crimes and preventing serious threats to public security. The ruling is a result of four cases in Belgium, France and Britain where governments have called for an extension of surveillance powers to protect their citizens. The ECJ said, such an interference with fundamental rights must be accompanied by effective safeguards and be reviewed by a court or by an independent administrative authority. The decision will likely have an implication on the EU's data sharing with governments outside of the bloc, such as China and the United States, who have both ramped up their surveillance tools in the name of national security. Experts have said the decision will all but end hopes of a British data adequacy deal with Brussels. Ahead of the ruling, Estelle Mass, of Access Now, said, any hope of adequacy will vanish on Tuesday if the ECJ confirms that UK authorities' access to communications data is contrary to EU law.